Welcome to Kentucky Football Nation. Let's talk about Cats who got picked up, drafted in the NFL draft this past weekend. Well, first let's talk about the Buffalo Bills because they took Hairston and Walker. So Bills Mafia's got 3 Kentucky players now. They got Ray Davis, and they love Ray Davis. But they went all defense in their draft. If you look at them, I thought Walker would get picked before the beginning of the 4th round, but they actually took another defensive tackle and an edge rusher. So I think all their picks were defensive picks. So they're giving Josh Allen the defense now because that's really what they need to stop Kansas City and people like that. So they went heavy on defense. So let's talk about just for a second. The Bills play a 4-2-5 now. That's 4 linemen, 2 linebackers, 5 defensive backs. What is the 4-2-5 defense? Let's just explain it. It's designed to be balanced, capable of stopping both the run and the pass with the nickel, which is the extra defensive back, adding speed and flexibility. A lot of teams are starting to play 4-2-5 because, look, the NFL is becoming a passing league. Unless you're Pittsburgh, you're going to throw it 50-plus times a game. You may run it 20. A lot of people are playing 4-2-5. So Hairston got picked 30th. Coach Sean McDermott of the Bills said he is a plug-and-play starter who will rotate between cover 3 and cover 1 in the 4-2-5 schemes. So, yeah, he's going to play. He's going to start most likely. And then now they think they got a steal with Walker. I don't think they thought he was going to be there in the 109th pick. But what they said about Deone Walker, they said Deone Walker will give Coach McDermott a unique weapon as a big and tall defensive tackle who brings value as a rusher in a multitude of alignments. So, yeah, they're going to want him to rush the passer. And obviously, if you're playing 4 linemen and you can get a defensive tackle who can rush the passer, that's pretty good. So they're very pleased with the 2 Kentucky players they got. And they called both of them NFL ready, which obviously they are. So good job on Hairston and Deone Walker. Wish we got more people drafted. But after the draft was over, Eli Cox signed a UDFA deal with the Houston Texans. Now, what's a UDFA deal? If it's after the draft, it's a 3-year contract with no club options, and the salary usually starts at the league minimum. Guess what the league minimum salary in the NFL is? $840,000. So the following players we're going to talk about from Kentucky are at least going to make minimum of $840,000. So yeah, Eli Cox got picked up by the Houston Texans. Zion Childress, one of our safeties, got picked up by the Dallas Cowboys. Same deal. Marquise Cox, offensive lineman, UDFA deal with the Denver Broncos. And then Jamin Dumas Johnson, a linebacker, signed a deal with the Green Bay Packers. It didn't say UDFA deal. It just says a deal. So I don't know if there's a deal for players they're just taking a long shot on. And of course, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players. 6 players. Hairston, Walker, Cox, Childress, Cox again, Dumas Johnson. So we did okay. The SEC had the most of the drafts. It was like 79-71. Big Ten was right behind us. But it's like the 20th year in a row the SEC's had the most draft picks. No surprise there. Although the Big Ten is catching up. And True Edwards, we lost him. He did sign a deal with the Los Angeles Rams. So we didn't get him, and that's too bad. Some Kentucky news in the portal. We are still looking for players. Obviously, we're looking for a wide receiver. We are hosting a offensive lineman that's Division II this week. Sometime he's going to take a visit to Lexington. I don't know, guys, if we're now scraping the bottom of the barrel to get a backup offensive lineman, but hey, if he's any good, we need to take him. So, how good will these players do in the NFL? Well, obviously, Hairston and Walker, they're going to make the team. Cox, some of these other guys, they could make the team. They can make their teams. The Cowboys need anybody they can get on defense. Trust me. The Broncos, offensive line, Dumas Johnson, Green Bay. I don't know much about Green Bay's defense. So, and then True Edwards, the Los Angeles Rams throw the ball a lot. and they lost Cooper Kupp. So they'll be looking, and he's a slot receiver, True Edwards, and they lost Cooper Kupp, who's a slot receiver. So even though he's a long shot, he might have a shot. So, hey, happy to get any Kentucky players in the mix. So if you like this channel, please hit that subscribe button. I will be putting on shorts all the time, like I say in all my videos. There are shorts I'm going to put on several times during the week, just little slices of history of the Kentucky football program. So we're going to talk about the offensive outlook next this weekend. I'll do a video on our offense. We'll go over the 2024 offense, which was god-awful, but we will talk about that, and then we'll talk about this year's offense. So thanks for watching. See you soon.